Hiya, Steve. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to get a bit closer. I realise I can't see this very well. Hi, Steve. How are you doing? How's your Monday going so far? The first Monday of January. No. Gosh, it shows how long a day it's been. The last Monday of January. Good evening, Tristan. How are you? Hi, Diane. And thank you, Diane. I saw that you've become a member, so I really appreciate that. Thank you and welcome on board the membership. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Steve. I'm a bit tired today. It's been a bit busy, but I'm sure we're all a bit tired first Monday. James, you've made it. Hi, Joe. So what time is it there, James? Didn't think you'd be able to log on, but can for a few minutes. Just wanted to be... Oh, bless you. Thank you. So it's what, about noon in Arizona? Hello, Claire. Oh, hello, Foggy Mountain Witch. So it's 8 o'clock where you are. Is that right? I think that's what you said. Good evening, Stephen. How are you? Hi, Phil. Are you working? You always seem to be working, bless you. Hello. Hi, Andrew from Cardiff. Nice to see you. Hi, Alan from Sheffield. I'm good, thanks, everyone. I'm just flicking through. Noon, yeah. So will you be having your lunch soon? If so, what are you having? I'm sorry, I'm so nosy when it comes to food. Ah. Hi, Bruce. How are you doing? Hi, Groucho. Hi, Peter. Good evening, Malcolm. Nice to see everybody. Hi, Davey. Absolutely lovely to see everybody. Thank you for joining me. Let me know how your Monday's been. Have you had your tea yet, everyone? Roast beef and Swiss cheese. Oh, that's a fancy lunch. Meatballs on toast. That sounds good. That reminds me of that movie, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Have you seen that one? Good evening, Lenny. You're going to go and have your tea? Okie dokie, Stephen. I have actually just had my tea. It was leftovers from yesterday, to be fair. I just dung it in the microwave. Ding, dung, ding, whatever. Busy all day and work, just making pork. Oh, burgers from scratch. That's posh. No, I only work 3 mornings a week now. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so off now. Oh, that's good, Phil. Oh, sorry to hear you need back surgery, but it's nice that you've got some days off. Okay, too much information. Don't need to know you're going to the toilet. Hi, comic book guy. Nice to see you. So thank you to everybody for joining us. If you weren't here last night, so the update was that I was invited to join this YouTube program where they are hopefully going to help me boost the channel a little bit so I can hopefully turn it from a hobby into a career, because it would be really, really nice to be able to make more videos and not have that pressure of trying to juggle so much. So one of the challenges they set me was to do, well, they set everybody in the group, we've got to do 3 vertical live streams. So that's this. So somebody asked me, they said, what's a vertical live stream? So I'll just basically tell you, so if you don't know. So vertical is obviously if you're watching it on your mobile. Horizontal is if you're watching it on the laptop. So if it's like like when we've done the live stream parties at Christmas and what have you, and they're the vertical ones. So the horizontal ones are like what we did at Christmas. The vertical ones, apparently YouTube is pushing at the moment. So it's supposed to help your channel. So if anybody watching has got their own YouTube channel, I'm not supposed to really tell everybody, I don't think, what's going on in these sessions, but I don't think they'd kill me for telling you guys that if you want to do some vertical live streams, apparently that really helps your channel. Cottage pie. I had cottage pie last week. And that reminds me, I went somewhere on Saturday, Friday, and they had like Indian cottage pie. So it was like Madras cottage pie. I couldn't quite get my head around that. Minus 636 with wind chill. Cinnamon roll with tea. Oh, that sounds nice and cozy. Minnesota. That does sound cozy, Lisa. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Just to put editing down from today's filming. Oh, doesn't editing take ages, Matt? I mean, I've been editing a video today and I've still not finished. I don't think people realize when you start a YouTube channel, I don't think they realize how much time it takes. I didn't realize it would take me sometimes 2-3 days to edit. Hi, Helen. I'm good enough to make a career. I'd love to make a career out of doing this, Phil. It would be super. I've had my tea. It was lamb on sticks in the frying pan. Is that like lamb lollipops, lamb kebabs? Good evening, greetings from Austria. Oh, wow. So the home of the Krampus. Thank you for joining us. Nice to have a new follower. So I've wrote some list of things that I probably should talk to you about tonight. This is not going to be a very long live, guys. I'm not going to keep you long because I know you're probably all really busy. So I asked if anybody had any questions they wanted me to include. Now, I have had a few requests of places that people would like me to go and visit. And I'm really grateful for that, because sometimes some of the lesser known stories that I bring, sometimes they've come from viewers that have emailed me or commented and said, hey Claire, did you know about this? So some of my videos, and I always credit everybody when they do tell me a story, I do like let everybody know in the video that's come from them. So I've got a long list actually. I'm not going to bore you with it now, but like this is, I've got a folder here and I've been writing places down since since I started the channel. So I have got a long list. And there's lots of places that I try and prioritise over others. So, for example, loads of people have asked me to do Chillingham Castle. Unfortunately, it goes to the bottom of the priority list because of so many other people that have done it. I like to try and do lesser known places. But I have got a list. Now, the only problem that I've got, I'm not that up on the legalities of things, but I'm pretty sure that you're not legally allowed to film on private property. So like museums and things like that, unless you've got permission. So just to cover my back, because I would hate to go to the effort of driving somewhere, walking around somewhere, filming it, editing it, researching it, writing a script, and then them to turn around and say, oh, you're not legally allowed to do that. Can you take the video down? Or they sue me. So I always get in touch first with places that I'm visiting and ask for permission. And to be totally honest with you, not everybody says yes. So sometimes I think, oh, I'm going to be giving you publicity, like people are going to be watching this video. Not everybody wants it. So, and sometimes people ask for a lot of money, far more money than I'm going to make from the ad revenue. So I wanted to do a video about Newstead Abbey, which is where Lord Byron lived. I thought that'd make a great video. Now I contacted them and yeah, they said yes, but they put a fee together. And unfortunately, I don't think the video will make that much money. So sometimes, guys, when you do suggest places, I am grateful to you for suggesting these places. Sometimes if it doesn't happen, it's because I've contacted them and they've said no, or they've said a fee that I just can't afford. So I try and do ones that say yes to me or that don't require permission. I wonder how you can do it every Sunday. I don't know how I do it, to be honest with you. And sometimes I wonder if I'm going to be able to keep it up much longer, because I don't have free time anymore. I'm literally doing this all the time in my free time. Oh, thanks, Nigel. Sardines for tea. I have not had sardines for a very long time, Stephen. Yeah, I haven't asked Chillingham Castle. Ask before per mail and pay for it. Sorry, I don't understand that. Always good to, yeah, I think it is. I also think it's polite to ask permission as well. But I've got some good news actually. I think it's next week. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want to spoil it, but there's a particular exhibition happening, and I only just found out about it and I thought, oh, I would absolutely love to film this. I think everybody would love this. So I contacted the museum, asked them if I could film. They went back and forth a couple of times, and then I showed them my channel and they went, yeah, you can come and film, it's fine. So then I went to book tickets for the exhibition and my train tickets, because I've got it's not local, and they'd blooming sold out, aren't they? There was no tickets left for this exhibition. So I messaged her again and I went, really appreciate you giving me permission, but unfortunately I can't come because there's no tickets left. So then she did something amazing. She messaged me back and she said, don't worry, Claire, you can have a press pass. So I actually get to go for free. So that was amazing. So I'm going to be filming that next week, and that will be coming on the channel probably in a couple of weeks' time, 2 or 3 weeks' time. I'll keep you updated anyway. But that was amazing because I wasn't expecting a yes from this particular place because it is a big, big museum. Dudley Castle. Dudley Castle. Not asked Dudley Castle, Peter? No. Oh, you've been to Newstead Abbey? Yeah, it looks amazing. Filming artists. Not many say no. Yeah, I wouldn't think that artists would say no, Nigel, because it's free publicity for them, isn't it? You would get a strike from YouTube. Yeah, I thought... It's funny because I watch videos of other people filming in places and I'm thinking, how have they got permission when I know I've been told no? And then I sulk a little bit and spit the dummy out, and then I think, well, no. It's, you know, it is what it is. I'm not saying I'm a goody two-shoes or anything. I just think that I don't want to put all that effort in and it to just be taken down. Bubble and Squeak for dinner. Oh, I can't beat Bubble and Squeak. You should come to Darlington. Loads of stories here. Darlington? Is that northeast? I love northeast. Warwick Castle. Is that, they did some Harry Potter film in there, didn't they? Yeah, I think. I've not asked Warwick Castle. I've not done Tamworth Castle. I think the only place I'm okay to film is like ruins. I don't think I've got an issue there. I think it's when you're indoors. I think. I'm hoping anyway. National Trust is definitely a no-no. They wanted, I think it was like £300 an hour or something ridiculous. I was like, that's not going to happen. Northeast near Richmond. Richmond's nice. I like it there. Claude Crew Arms in Blanchland. Right. The only place I don't ask permission for is if I'm going to a hotel, because if I'm reviewing it, then obviously it needs to be a genuine review. I don't want to rock up at a hotel and go, oh, hi guys, I'm doing a review of this place, and then all of a sudden they start, you know, being extra nice to me, because then I'm not going to be able to give you the genuine feedback. 300, blimey, yeah. I mean, it was like I sent them an email, Groucho. This is when earlier on when I first started the channel, and I felt like I was getting a generic response back, but I just remember it saying something about £300 and all sorts of red tape to jump through. So I thought, right, I've got my National Trust membership. I will go. I'll take photographs. I still enjoy it, but I just can't film it. So unfortunately, that's sometimes why I don't go to some places. I will Oakenwell Hall. Yes, I have written that down, Phil. I will contact them, definitely. There is another. There have been some. If it's Leeds Council, well, they said no to doing. What's the other one out Leeds Way that's really haunted? They said no. Whitby Abbey. Whitby Abbey's English Heritage. Now, they've been a lot more accommodating. They have said yes to certain places because it's not, as long as I don't go for the ghosts, if I'm going for educational, then it's okay. But if I'm doing it for paranormal, I don't think they want to push it, and which is understandable. So I've wrote some things down just to remind myself. Oh, thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. So the good news for those that enjoyed the York grim stories, there is going to be a part 2, because I said if it hit 15,000 views, I will do a part 2, and it's done really well. I think it's at 20,000, I want to say. So yeah, I will be going back to York, but it's probably not going to be for a month or so, because I always plan everything as far ahead as I can, so I can sort of work out hotels and work out I've got kids as well, so I need to make sure that everything is going to work. We've got, I've got somebody to look after the kids, aka AD is at home. So I do have a list. So I normally like for now, my desk is a bit of a mess today. So I'm going right up to, I'm not going to spoil it because I don't need to see. So I've gone right up to sort of March with my videos. So hopefully the part 2 of York will come maybe back end of March, I would think, like sort of going on to April time. So that will hopefully give me enough time as well to research. So yeah, not Leeds. Oh, right. Okay, Phil. I will give them a go. Sometimes they film in theatres and the artists get the tickets. Oh, wow, Nigel. Free tickets is always a bonus. Yeah, York is happening again. I just need to do some more research. Have I been to Cannock Chase? Yes, I did do a video at Cannock Chase. That is a bit of a strange place, isn't it? I tell you what, though, if you're not interested in the paranormal, it is worth going for the military cemetery, because that place is very, very humbling. German military cemetery, I believe it is there. But yeah, some of the stuff that's happened on Cannock Chase. So I went there because I was listening to the radio in my car, and it said that there'd been some werewolf sightings. I was like, oh, this is a bit up my street. And then I did some research, and yeah, there's loads of really weird things. Werewolves, UFOs, yeah, UFOs, ghosts, black-eyed children. Somebody said they'd seen Slender Man. All sorts of strange stuff. So nothing happened when I was there, but it did have a bit of an uneasy feeling about it in certain places. It has, however, been the site of some terrible murders, so that wasn't very nice. So that might explain you love the alien mug. Oh, it's my pen holder now, because I've had it for, well, I've had it longer than I had it when I was a kid. So I've had it, must be 25 years, that mug. So I don't think I'd trust it with a hot beverage anymore. So it's now it's been a pen pot for the last sort of 5 or 6 years. Mark, hi, I'm a new sub. Love the videos. Thank you, Mark. Do you have any plans to travel abroad for some spooky adventures? Yes. I don't always go specifically for the spooky stuff. Sometimes I've gone on holiday and I thought, oh, there's something spooky going on over there, and I've bobbed over and done a video about it. There is somewhere I'm going this year that's a little bit spooky. I'd love to go to Ireland. One of my best friends is Irish, and she keeps saying I need to go. So I do need to plan a trip. I think I'm going to have to go for maybe a week or so to get the benefit of it. You're going on a ghost walk in Chippenham, Wiltshire. Oh, have an amazing time. Let us know how that goes. Where is Zippy today? Zippy lives in the car normally, but today he's on the bookshelf. Yeah, so he's still on the bookshelf from yesterday, doing all right. But he normally lives in the car. York sounds good. Yeah, brilliant. You mug with pens in. Thank you. Yeah. Pigman, that was it. Yeah, Pigman. Dogman, it's all good. I think somebody said to me that there's somebody local that wrote a book about it, and it went a bit crazy from that in Cannock Chase. Phantom Hounds, yes, that is a good folklore. I did do a bit about Phantom Hounds in the Y Collar video about the what's it called? Black Shuck. Do love your holidays abroad. Thanks, Bruce. Now, so for anybody that does enjoy the travel content, I'm not going to be doing any more of that on this channel, because what's happening is when I post like, oh, nice holiday videos, the algorithm goes so I'm stopping it. So I've got the second channel now up and running. I haven't posted anything on it yet, but I'm going to be putting hotel reviews and holidays, etc. on that channel, in case anybody's interested. They'll all be on there. You've seen black-eyed peas, so not black-eyed children, black-eyed peas. Sarah here, would you be interested in looking into Fort Paul, just outside of Hull? Oh, right. Hello, Sarah. I will just jot that down. Not heard of that one. Fort. I'll tell you what, though, I did have a quick look at some Hull stuff the other day, and there's some spooky stuff going on in Hull. Salem would be fantastic. Salem has been on my bucket list for a very, very long time. And I actually said to Adi this morning, I said, I'm fancying going somewhere spooky for Halloween this year. And he said, why don't you go to Salem? But I think it'd be really busy. And I don't think I can afford it, to be quite honest with you. I get these ideas and then I don't plan it out. But Salem would be good, hopefully one day. Picking the wife up from work, good for you. I love any ghost tales. Yeah, me too. So on that note, actually, this week's Sunday video is not a paranormal one. It's not a dark history one. I've done quite a few recently that have been very, very dark. And I just wanted to lighten it up a bit, only because sometimes when I spend too much studying all the dark stuff, it's a bit too much and weird stuff starts happening. So I've had a little break from it. So this week it is a lighter video. It's history and it's a fab story, but it's not spooky. Yes, the Banshee. Do you know what, Miss Guzzi? I have never done a ghost walk in York. That I should do, really. Hi, Roy. How are you? Ireland has banshees. There's loads of mythological stuff, isn't there? Yeah, I do need to head over to Ireland. Oh, yeah. I don't think I could bring myself to go to Auschwitz, Phil. I certainly wouldn't. I wouldn't film, even if I did go. I just think it's not really right. I went on a ghost walk in Worcester City a few years back. It was brilliant. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, there's some great history in Hull. Yeah, and they've filmed quite a lot of historical programs out that way, haven't they? Old Stinker the Werewolf is Hull. I don't know. All-time favourite would be Greyfriars Kirkyard. Oh, the Mackenzie Poltergeist. I think I did I do a video on that? I've been there enough times. I thought I might have done. If not, I did a post. But that's a weird one, isn't it? So if anybody doesn't know, if you've not been, Greyfriars is a cemetery in Edinburgh. It's supposed to be one of the most haunted. It's famous for Greyfriars Bobby, who was this little dog. And when his owner died, he wouldn't leave the graveyard and he sat on his grave. Now, there is it Bloody George Mackenzie? He is buried in a crypt in that cemetery. And he was a really nasty, evil man. He caused the deaths of lots of people. And rumour has it that one night, a homeless person broke into his crypt to find shelter. And when they were inside sleeping, the floor fell through and they ended up falling on Bloody George Mackenzie's coffin. And it opened up. And then I think this person got attacked physically. Then they ran out. And then after that, all sorts of horrible poltergeist activities started happening. And the ghost walks that used to happen around there, they used to take visitors inside this tomb. I presume it must have been safe. But people started getting like scratches and stuff on them. So yeah, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with that because it's a long story and I could fill a whole video with it, and I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard about it anyway. But yeah, I could go on all night about Edinburgh. Give yourself a break from I think you have to sometimes, Phil. Sometimes the stuff I'm reading about is too much to do every single day, and I think I'd go crazy. Dartmoor in Devon. I need to get down south. Yeah, I do. Yes, Banshee is a Scottish legend. Yeah, because the Banshee Labyrinth is a bar in Edinburgh. I am British. Yes. You should have ghost walk with us in York after dark. Yeah. We should do a ghost walk. I'd like to do the ghost bus though. That'd be good. Good evening, Garen. How are you? My mother-in-law lives in Hull. Ask her if she's got any ghost stories. Looking forward to Sunday's video, Claire. Thank you, Peter. So I'm just editing it at the moment. I've got it filmed and everything. I've got the script done. I've done the voiceover. I'm just piecing it all together. I'll give you some hints of what that is later. Hello from Germany, Michael. Nice to see you. Oh no, sorry, I've read that wrong. I've got two. I thought we got two people from Germany, but no, Groucho's saying hi. Done the Edinburgh Vaults. Yeah, the Edinburgh Vaults is amazing, isn't it? We went down there and did you go in the doll room? That was creepy. Being out got frozen. It's a bit chilly. Would you be interested in doing a video at Woodchester Mansion in Gloucestershire? Possibly. I can write it down. Sometimes it's all down to how much time I've got and how much money I've got. Hi, Grouch. Have you been to Iron Bridge? No, I've never been there. Oh, you went to Chillingham and got a tap on your back. Iron Bridge. Right, I've got another lot. You're going to give me another long list here, and then I'm going to overwhelm myself. I don't know. So I did say earlier on, I know I do waffle. That's why I do that. There's enough waffle. Let's wander. Because I have a habit of waffling. It's one of the reasons I always write a script before I go and film, because I know that I just go waffling. So the point I was going to tell you about this video. So I've started this YouTube bootcamp, and they said 3 live streams, vertical live streams before the 21st. But if I do it before Wednesday, then we get entered into a competition. We can win tickets to the Brit Awards. So if I go, I'll film it. And if I'm allowed. And what else do I get? Oh, so I get a YouTube mystery box. I've no idea what's in it. I think I get a backpack, and I think I get a pen, and I'm always up for a free pen. So I'm trying to do my 3 vertical live streams before Wednesday so that I get entered into this thing. And then if I do get the box, which I should do if I do the 3 vertical live streams, then I'll show you what's in the box as well. And hopefully it'll be some cool stuff. But that is the whole point of these live streams. I did one yesterday, I did one today, and I'll be doing one tomorrow. I haven't decided what time yet. So if anybody's got a better time, is 7 o'clock good for everybody? Would you rather have earlier? Would you rather have later? I'm working from home. I can't do the morning because I've got to take my son. He's having an operation. It's only a small one. He's having, I'm not going to it because it's his toe. 7 p.m.'s good. Yeah. Bodmin Jail. You can sleep there, can't you? It's a hotel now. Friend of mine went, she said it was really spooky. But I'd be up for that. I'd be up for Bodmin Jail. Used to live in Ireland and heard the banshees wail. Really? Been to most of the royal residence last year, including Tower of London's great. I can't imagine them ever giving me permission to film in there. I can try. Your granddad was Irish. So what's the spookiest place I've ever visited? Do you know, people ask me this all the time. Some of those airfields in Lincolnshire were pretty spooky. The one, Colby Grange, that was really spooky. And I'll tell you what else was quite spooky. One of the first videos I did on my original channel, before it got hacked and deleted, was a place near Sheffield, Bishop's House. I think I have uploaded the video on this channel, Bishop's House. And there was a particular room in there that really creeped me out. I couldn't go in it, actually. I had to stand at the doorway and sort of like, yeah, that was really, really creepy. But nothing happened. I didn't see anything. I just felt like I shouldn't be in there. 7's good. Right, 7 again. 7. And then if we do tomorrow, then we should get our battle box. Although I don't know when I get the box. I think I have to wait until we finish this boot camp thing. 7 p.m. Right, same place. Please make a note of the Lord Crew. Right, you've got my paper here. Right, let's have a look. The Lord Crew in Blanchland. Okie dokie. I will check that out. So this one won't be. So it's not going to be Sunday. Sunday's not always going to be 10 a.m. in the morning. for now. This is for tomorrow's live. 7 good. Hope your son goes on. Thanks, Phil. He'll be fine. He's proper going to be milking this. I know he is. 7 is great. 7 is great. He's already said, oh, you got to buy us all a takeaway for tea tomorrow night because of my operation. You're only going to be in there 20 minutes. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, Lincolnshire airfields are good. I am going to go back out and do some more airfields. I was really hoping to get into Scampton, but as some of you know, I know they wanted to try and turn it into a refugee camp, I think. So I think there's a little bit of issue about getting in there at the moment, but I really did want to do that because that is where Guy Gibson's office is. Guy Gibson was one of the dam busters, and yeah, got a bit of a love to do that. What did you win to get the medal? What medal? Oh, this is, I don't think this is even my medal. No, I think that's Harry's medal. I think the last time I won a medal was when I did a wheelbarrow race when I was about 10. Best Wood Lodge in Nottingham. Right, I'll look at that. The weather has been terrible, actually. So this month I've been going out to try and film videos, and it's the outdoor ones have just been really hard. So I've been keep thinking, I'd have been better off just doing haunted hotels all January, and then I wouldn't have had to buy 9 umbrellas in total. Not just for me, for AD needed umbrella, and then 3 of them broke, and then anyway, weather, British weather. Have I been to Duxford Airfield RAF in Cambridgeshire? No, I have not been there. Bishop's House, can you go back and try again? Oh, thank you. Thanks, Foggy Mountain Witch. Push me back into the spooky room at Bishop's House. Lots of time zones between you and me. You're in the mountain zone. Ooh. Yeah, I did do the Black Bull Haworth, but I haven't stayed over. That is really, in fact, somebody commented yesterday, I think, on that video, and they said that they stopped in one of the rooms. I think this was one of the ghost stories I'd said on the video. They'd stopped in a room, and in the night they heard somebody, I don't know if it was scratching or tapping on the door. I get that many ghost stories in my head, then they get mixed up. They'd seen some, and then when they answered the door, there was nobody there. But it's not the first time that's happened. It does happen quite a bit at the Black Bull. It's where Bramwell Bronte used to drink. Lots of airfields in Lincolnshire. Yeah, there are. I think I've done, what have I done? 4, 8, I've done about 12. I live in Lincoln. Great. I look forward to that. Which one are you looking forward to? What have I promised now? I am going to go back to Lincoln soon and do some more Lincoln videos. One of the viewers, he's got a pub that I think is haunted, which is certainly worth having a look at because it's got some amazing history. So we keep trying to arrange for me to go over and sort that out. Newark is full of history. Yeah, I do need to go over to Newark. All these places. I best get me arse into gear, haven't I? Your last medal was back in 81. Oh, did you enjoy the Lumley Castle video? That was a bit of a last minute decision to do that video because I wasn't intending just to go to Lumley Castle. I was going for Beamish, and it was one of the closest hotels. And when I looked, and I thought, oh, this is haunted. Promises you won't go to find Bigfoot in America. No. I might go when. Well, you never know. I'd probably get lost though, just wandering in America. Leamington Spa railway station. Do you know there's loads of haunted railway stations, isn't there? I need to get me. Yeah, that'd be good. Shame the Crooked House isn't still there. That might have been gone. Yeah. Have I been to Cosford Air Museum? No. Where's that? Cosford. Right, I'm writing this one down. Cosford. Remember to be kind to yourself and don't work too hard. Yeah, I'm a bit of a workaholic, to be fair, James. You are the best, so dedicated and talented. Stay steady and take good care. Thanks for being you. Oh, thank you, James. Have a lovely day. I know it'll be, what will it be, noon there, we said? Yeah, I do sometimes. I'm constantly working. It's a bit of a, that is something I do wrong. I don't know if you have done a video about, but you have done a video about haunted theme parks. No, did you mention to me, I'm getting a flashback now, comic book guy, did you ask me to do Pleasure Island in Cleethorpes? Because funnily enough, I had a dream about Pleasure Island last night, the night before, about that, was it called the Tinkerboo ride, the water ride, the animatronic one? I had a bit of a dream about that, but you can't go in, can you? It's all high security. You can't even fly a drone over there. Nepal is best for the Yeti. I'd love to go to Nepal. That has been on my bucket list for a while. Can you just go? Is there rules for? I'd have to get a visa, wouldn't I? Sorry, I'm waffling. May the 1st, I go to the Canary Island, going to visit Puerto Rico. Ah, Puerto Rico, yes. Gran Canaria. Yeah. Oh, have a lovely time. Oh, the weather will be beautiful in May. I'm hoping it's in Shropshire. All right, I shall write that down. Shropshire. I've got a map. I don't know. In fact, I'll try and twist it so you guys can see it. I've got a map there. Can you see that? See all mine. So that's my map. So I've been pinning places that I would like to go for the channel onto my map. And yeah, there's quite a lot of red dots on there, but then I put a dot and then I can't remember what I was actually supposed to be filming there. So I'll just keep adding more and more stuff and then I'll plan a road trip. Yeah, so haunted theme parks then. So Alton Towers has got the towers. That's meant to be haunted, isn't it? I didn't know there were many other haunted theme parks. You'll have to let me know if there's more that I need to look at. Right, what time are we on? So I've taken up 40 minutes of your time. I am sorry. So I will call it a day now, unless anybody has got any questions. And hopefully I will be back. Well, no, not hopefully. I will be back on tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and then we can tick this off as a mission completed. You checked out the house in Quarry Road, Winchester, haunted by 3 different ghosts. No, I haven't. Oh, it's just ghosts. My dad messaged me the other day and he said he doesn't believe in the paranormal at all. And he said, Claire, what I can't get my head around is why there aren't ghosts all over the place. You know, why other countries don't have ghosts. And I said, well, I don't know. It does seem that the UK is particularly more haunted. Is that because of the dark history? We have got a lot of really bloody dark history here. Is it because not a lot of us, and tell me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, there's not a lot of religious people in the UK as much anymore? And like, so for example, when I went to Bali, they are doing offerings to the gods all the time. They are lighting incense, and that's not just it's to keep their gods happy, but it's also to warn off demons. Now, not a lot of people do that in modern UK Britain, do they? So I don't know. I'm not an expert in these matters, but that's basically a conversation that my dad and I had the other day. So that was interesting. I've seen The Shining, yeah. Have you stayed at the Stanley Hotel? You've stayed at the Stanley Hotel? I'd love to stay there. Blackpool Ghost Train is meant to be really haunted. Ah, right, okay. That might be cool. That's pretty ironic, isn't it? The Ghost Train actually being haunted. Right, goodbye, everybody. Lovely to see everybody. What's this? 45. Right, I'll jot it down. What's everybody doing now after this? Quarry Road. Okay. Ghosts are everywhere, some are just louder than others. Yeah, I did have a conversation with my son as well last night about cremation, and I think sometimes the more cremations, the less spirits. I don't know if I've just got that from. See, Blackpool Ghost is called Cloggy. Ooh, interesting. Blackpool Cloggy. Thank you for that. I will write that down. I've got some more stuff to add to my folder now. Conjuring just started on telly. Oh, did it? Has anybody seen the what was I watching the other day? In fact, no, you'll have probably already seen it because it's not that new. So I watched the new 28 years later. Painting with Gail. Oh, that sounds nice, Phil. So I've got a galleon to build that I got for Christmas. I keep saying to AJ, we ought to get that down and make that a thing we do one night instead of just watching telly. And yeah, maybe, what time is it? Should I start building that? I don't know. Might regret that. Oh, have a nice evening yourself, Arnold. So, the Ghost of Polycrook. Let's jot this down. You've all been amazing tonight, giving me all these ideas. Sounds good. Get it built. Yeah, I should really. It might be one to do on a day where I've got a bit more time. I don't know. We'll see. But I do need to get it built because it would be really cool. But if I start it, I'll want to finish it. Sounds good. Right, where am I? The Ghost of Polycrook. Ghost of Polycrook. Right. Thank you, everybody. And in the meantime, I will see everybody tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 p.m. for one more. It might be the last one. We'll see how these go. This has all been an experiment. This has all been a challenge set off. Oh, you have to work, Lenny. Bless you. See you tomorrow, everyone. Take care. Spooky Peak District. Yeah, definitely. UFOs. I don't know whether I should go into UFO territory. I don't know if I know enough about it, to be honest. Sky burial. Just refresh me, James. Sky burial. Is this a Buddhist thing? Bye, Ashley. Good night, Stephen. Take care. I'm just going to wait for James to reply about this sky burial because now I'm intrigued. And then I will be off ski. I think I might. Yeah. Good night. Take care. Have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for your suggestions. I will, and I will get that Oakwell Hall, is it? But I'm not even let me write that down. I'll get that them emailed tomorrow. When bodies are cut up and the pieces thrown to the vultures. Yes, I do. I didn't know it was called that, but I have read about that. Yeah, I suppose that's different. I love to hear about all the different cultures. Is that what you want then, James? Is that a Buddhist thing? Right, I'm going to go. So I will love you all and leave you, and I will hopefully see some of you tomorrow night. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, it's been great. So let's go.